Okay, so right now I think the only people that are going to see this are people watching the playback. I think I do have some people coming by, but they're not here yet. So, hello, welcome to Super Cali. I am talking to you. Whoever found my video after the fact, I appreciate you so much. If you don't know me, my name's Alyssa, and I guess this is like my California lifestyle. I'm just here to spread love and good vibes. So if you like that, then definitely subscribe and tap the bell so you get all of my videos. I'm trying to produce as much as I can right now, but I am a busy mom, and as so many of you know, we're in quarantine mode. We're here in Los Angeles, so that means my son, hi Vanessa! Okay, so today I want to talk birthdays, and I have a special birthday surprise. It's the best I could do remotely, Vanessa. Happy birthday. Just one sec. I actually have Raleigh to thank because she had me do this because today apparently is Barbie's birthday also, so that's the event of the day at our house. I hope this works. Happy birthday! I have no idea if that worked, but we have all these pink balloons for you. Happy birthday! Did you see it? You're gonna have to comment because I was behind the camera. So, anyways, thank you for coming back. You're welcome. How was your day? I hope it's good as can be. I know that being in quarantine is awful. These are my headphones. I always check the sound because I'm done with the microphone, so I don't think there's any issues. It's just the sound that's coming out of my camera, but just in case, let's hear. La-di-da, sound check. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay. I just keep these just in case I need to. Okay, so, while we're waiting to see if Vanessa's having a good day, I hope no response isn't a bad response. But anyways, wishing you lots of birthday love and joy. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by every week. It really means a lot to me. And this week I decided to not do alcohol because I really feel like it's a 2 coffee kind of day. Oh, good. I'm hoping you're getting a lot of birthday love over in your camp in Utah. And I love. Hi, welcome back. Thank you for coming. I love that you and your neighbors are still connecting. I have lovely neighbors, but they're all like completely isolated. So that's been kind of hard for me, like a tough pill to swallow, because I believe it's safe to gather and just like, you know, just a few people, as long as none of you are sick and you're really like, you know, like don't sneeze on someone. But everyone's approaching this different, and everyone has a different idea of what it means to be socially distant. So I'm just trying to accept and send love to everyone no matter where they're at. But I love, Vanessa, that you're connecting with your neighbor and you have people to be with, because I think such an important part of this is people that are alone, that they have those human connections still. I think it's so important. So anyways, thank you for coming virtually into this live chat. I have so much I want to talk to you guys about today. And if there's something you want to talk about that's not like part of what I was planning to talk about, feel free to comment. Like, I don't really have a huge agenda. I just come up with a theme so that way people that are coming back, they have a reason to come back and they know what they're listening to. And also, like, in case no one comes by, then I have things that I can share with you guys live in the moment when it's happening. What I do, you guys, for people that are new to my live videos, I will go through and put timestamps. So like if you're coming by and you just want to know what's the rumors about Walt Disney World, and or what are you doing with your passholder accounts, like what option are you opting in or out of, those of us that are Disney pass holders know kind of what that means. But anyways, I will put the timestamps for all the different points that we make, I guess, or chat about. And just so you know, I do this on my phone, so it's been taking about a day for the video to process. So I can't start putting those timestamps until 1 or 2 days later. So I am working on it, and just check back. if you don't want to watch like an hour-long video for like a little 3-minute bit of information. But thank you again for finding this. Okay, so this week I went super trendy and I did the Dalgona. I think that's how you say it. I actually like watched videos on how to pronounce it. It's a trend that started in Korea, and I feel like this is an example of, I just feel that moving forward, most of all the big trends are definitely going to be coming out of Korea, and I'm not mad about it, you guys. Like, I want to go to Korea. I have like a best friend from South Korea, and I'm just so impressed with the movie Parasite. I actually couldn't finish it because it's just so disturbing and violent, but I loved it. I thought the writing was brilliant. It's just really fun to see a culture like kind of move into prominence in like on a global scale. Like, I'm very excited for Korea right now. Anyways, so this is a trend that started in Korea. I'm sure all of you have heard of it. I'm not on TikTok, but apparently like everyone's doing it. So, okay, yes, this is the TikTok coffee. First, I'm gonna taste it. It's delicious. I love coffee. It's like sugary and milky. Okay, this is something that I don't even know if my mom knows about me. When I was in okay, I'm gonna slow down. I've had a lot of coffee. I did it in this glass so you guys could see it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour it into my Baby Yoda tumbler because this is making me really happy, and this whole video, my plan is to make it like very Disney themed. I've been wanting to do this. I don't have a lot of viewers who are, say, like part of that Disney culture, but it's something that's bringing me a lot of joy remotely because right now I would probably be going to the park with my daughter because this is the first year we bought Disney passes, and wouldn't you know, the park is closed for the first time in history. So it's been a unique experience being a pass holder during this time, but I'm finding ways to get excited about going back to the park and hoping that we can do that sooner rather than later. So I bought this online. It's bringing me a lot of joy. Baby Yoda, I totally get it. He's so cute. I understand why he's the most popular character right now. So anyways, I'm gonna put it in here. So the Dalgona Coffee, you guys. Let's just spend a minute on it because it's so, I saw another YouTuber making one and I was like, okay, what's that? And so then I looked up the recipe because I do a different drink every week, and usually I do an alcoholic drink, but today it's gloomy. We have this like June gloom happening here in Los Angeles, and I just really wanted just my second cup of coffee, and I decided why not do like a fancy coffee drink for you guys. I put what I did in the description box, the recipe. Okay, this is the part that you probably don't know, and my mom probably, maybe she remembers, but in college I was a barista, and it was like this really fancy mobile, fluffy Japanese cake. He's saying like the trend with Korean culture is they like things like larger and fluffy. Oh my gosh, we have Korean bakeries here in Los Angeles, you guys, and these baked goods just melt in your mouth. It's no joke. They know what they're doing. Also, have you ever tried their like, it's like a chicken, like a sweet ginger chicken? I had some, and my friend had like a first Sunday or the last Sunday of 2019. She had a last Sunday of 2019 tea party, and all of her friends brought like really yummy treats, and she's Korean, and a few of her Korean friends, one brought this cake. You guys, it was gorgeous. She made it herself, and the other one picked up this chicken from like a Korean chicken place, and it just, I was dying. I got like the menu. I'm pretty sure it's not gluten-free, but my husband and I are definitely gonna have to go find it when this is over. In fact, I feel like we could probably pick it up. That would be a good like downtown LA road trip. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, so anyway, so this coffee. So I was a barista in college, and not like a coffee, treat yourself, yeah. Yeah, so Vanessa, it's your birthday. It was my birthday earlier this week, and it's like, yes, I've been treating myself a lot. It's all about that. That's how you enjoy your birthday during quarantine. You just treat yourself. You don't wait for someone else, you just treat yourself. So anyways, so in college, it wasn't like I worked at a coffee establishment. It was this really fancy espresso machine. I don't know what they're called, but it was gorgeous. And what people would do is they'd rent the machine, and I was a barista that would go to these events in Hollywood or, you know, in Orange County at convention centers. So I've served a lot of, not to brag, but I've served a lot of celebrities coffee. And honestly, I was probably the worst barista because I wasn't drinking coffee at that point in my life. I didn't start drinking coffee. You remember, my mom's here. I didn't start drinking coffee until I was married, like right before kids. I want to say it was like 2008, 2009, I started drinking coffee, and I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? This is so good and I'm so productive. I get that it's a drug, but it totally works and I don't feel it's dangerous. So anyways, so I didn't start drinking coffee till afterwards, but I did learn the basics on how to make all the different fancy espresso drinks. So this Dalgona is basically what I want to call a reverse latte, because instead of frothing the milk, you froth the coffee. My frothy. I need to do vocal warm-ups before I talk about frothing. Anyways, so it had never occurred to me to froth coffee. And I think maybe if you use the instant coffee, which is what the recipe calls for, maybe you can get it more frothy. I did get it frothy. I frothed my frothy coffee in a bowl with a whisk, and it did like make a really cool texture. And then I just microwaved some, I don't have any milk right now, and I've been trying not to do milk. I've been like doing almond milk just to like try to be a bit healthier and keep my system a little cleaner. Don't get me wrong, I'm still doing dairy. I'm not an angel. I'm just like, I'm an aspiring healthier person. Anyways, so I microwaved and steamed the milk, the almond milk. It was like vanilla almond milk. And it's really good. And then I topped it with Cool Whip and chocolate chips because it's my birthday too. I'm gonna treat myself, right, Vanessa? Anyway, so cheers. I hope you all have a drink that you're enjoying. I think we've all become foodies. My husband and I were foodies. I never stop to drink after cheers when I'm doing a video. Cheers.
Look at this. Look at this, Mommy. She's not falling.
Oh no, she's hanging off the edge of the couch and she's not falling. Anna, you're like magic. Raleigh's so cute with her dollies, you guys. She'll like watch the show and she'll act out all the scenes with her dollies. It's just too adorable. She's actually watching with a bunch of her stuffed animals because they're all the friends that she invited to the Barbie birthday party. Vanessa, I'm dying.
I can't.
Okay, wait, so he's saying, when I order filter coffee to barista, I feel like asking a flavor stirring soup to chemist. Oh, you favor a stirring soup to a chemist, but you're a filter coffee guy. Okay, I don't know that I totally understand your comment, but this was actually pour over coffee because I don't have instant coffee. So anyways, it's really good. I mean, you can't really go wrong with coffee, sugar, and milk. And in my case, I also put Cool Whip and chocolate chips. It's like wanting small thing to a master. It's like wanting small thing to a master. Oh, like you're asking for something. Wait, I'm trying to decipher this. I'm pretty sure, is your first language Turkish? I feel like, thank you for making the effort to write in English, because unless you write in Spanish, which I probably will only understand every fourth word, I'm not great with languages, so I really appreciate you writing in English. Like you're ordering something really basic from someone that's like really good at what they do. I think that's what you mean. Anyways, so I wasn't the best barista, but I did learn how to like froth the coffee. Oh good, I got it, awesome, yay! And so now at home, like I feel like, especially because I feed kids and now I have to cook from scratch because my daughter's gluten-free, she has celiac disease. So like I know my way around the kitchen just from years of like having to do it for my family. And I think all of us now are just becoming like total foodies because it's entertainment, right? To make yourself like a fancy lunch or to, you know, make a fancy drink instead of a regular coffee. So I think we're all like getting a little hyper obsessed about food and things that we can do at home that are out of the ordinary in a way to kind of entertain ourselves. I don't know, it's interesting to see how everyone's like coping with what's going on. And then my heart goes out to people that maybe are struggling to even survive or get food for their family because maybe they've been out of work now. We're in day 49. So we're in a blessed, what? Oh, okay, as long as it's not too loud, sweetheart. She's watching one of the Frozen movies, so it's just kind of loud in the background, so she had headphones on, but is it too scary? Okay, can you just turn it down a smidge? No. Okay, I think you guys can hear me. Anyways, I was saying that we're blessed that my husband, he is still working. He's just working from home. So, you know, we're actually spending a lot less money because usually I will be going out with the kids. And when you go out, then there's like more higher food costs and you're paying for gas. So me not leaving the house and all of us staying here, we're just not spending what we usually do. So in a way, like, this isn't a strain other than it's depressing. My husband goes to the grocery stores and it's different, and I'm really sad that we can't get together with our friends. Anyways, I got into that earlier. I'm trying to just really stay positive, and I know this will pass. I hope. I'm like doubtful, seriously, you guys. But anyways, while we're talking about coffee, something arrived today. I did not plan this at all. It's not even in my like planned list of topics. An item, so we newly have a Super Cali store on Teespring. I love it so much. I'm super, super excited about it. My brother, he's a an artist and graphic designer living in Sacramento. A lot of you guys know him or have heard me talk about this like every video. And he did all the designs that you see on this channel and at our store. Definitely check it out. I really am so excited. And samples have started to arrive, and minus like one sample that's a little wonky. Maybe I'll show it to you later, so I took that listing down. Every sample has been amazing. I'm super happy with the merchandise. So this arrived, and I haven't opened it, and I'm so excited. Make sure my address isn't showing on the box. Okay, it's the mug. It's the mug. It's my first time. It's the mug. Oh, it's okay, Mom, don't worry about it. Basically, there was a hoodie that I designed that had a palm tree logo, and it was like in the armpit of the hoodie. So just the placement was wrong, so I took it down. Don't worry, Mom, it's nothing you ordered. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. I didn't know what this was gonna look like. Look at this. I'm actually really excited about it, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm also really excited because I was nervous the resolution of this graphic. Isn't it so cute? I thought it was going to be kind of pixelated because I didn't know. I've never seen it before, but it's solid. It looks professional. I'm so excited. So yay, because I feel like every product, I feel like that was totally, I'm gonna have to cut that. Anyways, hey, my address, awesome. I feel like every product, is manufactured in a different part of the US, so it's not like Teespring does the t-shirts and the hoodies and the mugs. I don't think they do them all at the same place with the same vendors, so each item, the quality could vary depending on what it is, but this is great. I'm so excited. So maybe next week I'll have my coffee. I know, my mom's so excited because she ordered them too. It takes a minute, like shipping's kind of slow right now, and one of the things I don't love about Teespring is I feel like they really get you with the shipping. But I really appreciate anyone that comes by, even just to look at our store, and if there's anything you want to get, like, thank you so much for supporting our channel. I really had no idea when I got back into this that we would be in quarantine and I'd be doing quarantine vlogs. So I appreciate everyone that's like finding our channel and coming by, because it's not, let's just face it, a pandemic is not Super Cali, but I'm doing my best and trying to like see the positive and silver linings and all that. So yes, that is that. So I want to get into this week's video. Okay, so first off, my brother last week, we were doing a family Zoom and he shared these backdrops from the Star Wars fan page that were so cool that I was like, hey, can I get the link for that? And then when I looked at the link, there were so many of them. They were very high resolution. They're free. and they're gorgeous. So I wanted to share them with like all my YouTube viewers and whoever else might want new backgrounds for their Zooms on, you know, because like we're all Zooming, and Zooming, I'm not a fan of the Zooms, I won't lie, but I get that because there's Zoom, I can still have coffee with my girlfriends, or my son does school every day with his teacher, which is great because he really does so much better when he's with his teacher than when he's with me, and I'm like, just do it, just because, you know? Like, I'm really looking forward to summer because even though we're still all probably going to be here together, I won't feel the pressure to get him to do like X, Y, Z every day. So those Zooms have been amazing because he really stays focused and like in his class with his friends. He's been Zooming with his friends while they play Roblox. It's seriously so adorable, you guys. So anyways, these backdrops are really great, and I decided to make a video about it, so I did put the link to that video in the description box. And in the description box of that video is the link. You could just go to the Star Wars fan page and search backgrounds, and it should be like the first link that comes up. They came out April 16th, so it just happened. Anyways, thank you, Jonathan, for that share. I don't know if you're here right now, but if you are, thank you so much, because I don't know if anybody's even gonna want to watch the video of me like looking at all these backgrounds, but I really enjoyed making it, and I enjoyed sharing it with everyone. So hopefully whoever is into it finds it. That's the trick, right? It's like I put stuff out there and I'm just like, ooh, thanks, Mom. My mom's, you're awesome. May every mom be as supportive and sparkly as you. You're the best. You are so Super Cali. I love you. You're my mom's sunshine, you guys. If you could just like put sunshine in a person, that's my mom. So thanks, Mom. Okay, so that kind of like got Star Wars and Disneyland on the brain for me. And so I wanted to like talk about kind of what's going on, like what are the rumors, what parks are going to open when, what do we think is going to happen. I personally, like I said, I have the SoCal Select Disneyland Pass here in Anaheim, California. It's my first time doing it. That's probably why you're like, why all of a sudden is she so Disney crazy? Because my daughter's 4, she's into princesses and Winnie the Pooh and Dumbo and like all this cuteness that is Disneyland. And we started going together in December, and it was just like, you guys, it was so special. It was just like, I could stop and talk to her about things, and she would ask me about the animatronics. It was like just special, like mother-daughter time. And then I got a pass for my son because I didn't want him to feel left out. And then the park closed. So we did get, thank God, I like really pushed myself and went like as many times as I could without like, you know, getting it's exhausting. I get home at like 2 in the morning, and then we have to turn around and like, you know, do breakfast and school drop off and everything the next day. So it was a little bit of a push because it is like a 45-minute drive one way without traffic. So like days that there were traffic, it was like a 2-hour drive. What?
Queen Anna.
Oh my gosh, I love that part when she turns into Queen Anna.
Instead of Queen Elsa.
What? Oh wait, I don't know about that part, but cool. Okay, so anyways, so as you can see, she's just like so excited. So it's really cool to just kind of live vicariously through her innocent eyes of like seeing all this for the first time. And so that's why I'm Disney crazy. If any of you are like, okay, so you went like once a year, and you can see those in our old like, if you look at Super Cali Life playlist on my channel, you'll see like once in a while we went to Disneyland and we loved it, but it wasn't like every video I'm like Disneyland. So that's why I'm a little Disneyland crazy. And so this week, so I've been getting emails about this pass, and what Disney is doing is they are giving you 2 options if you're a pass holder. So the first option is you stop payment and you keep your original expiration date. So like my pass expires in December of 2020. Yeah, this year, right? I bought it last December in 2019. So the first option is you keep that expiration date and you just pay for the months that you go, and they refund you and do not charge you for the months they are closed. So basically, you get a shorter year and you pay less. The second option, you can opt in, but you have to call, you guys. I feel like I keep telling my friend Kate, like, you need to call and opt into the second option. The second option is they stop payment starting, I think, April 5th. I actually have it right here. I pulled everything up because I didn't want to give you guys like disinformation or whatever they call it now. So they stopped payments. Oh, maybe I'm not on the right page anymore. Wait a minute. I think it was like April 5th or 6th, but you can look it up on their website. I put all the links in the description box if you want to do your own research. So they stopped payments in April. They're going to refund people for March, and then they don't charge you anything. And then when the parks reopen, you can extend your pass for the number of days on your pass, because there's restrictions, that you missed. So say I missed 70 days, they'll give me 70 restricted days. Like, I'm not gonna all of a sudden be able to go in the summer or on weekends or at Christmas time. But so that means my pass will basically extend into 2021 because of all the restrictions. I know this is complicated, but if you have a pass, then you know. The lines are busy. On Monday, I waited 42 minutes and then I just hung up because I was like, I gotta start my day, I need my phone. And then on Wednesday afternoon, I waited an hour. But you guys, I finally got through after an hour. This woman was so sweet. I guess call her a cast member. She was so sweet. I mean, honestly, it was like I was talking to a Disney princess. She kept saying like, you're welcome and thank you, and like so polite, like beyond polite. It inspired me to be more polite because I feel like,
it's Queen Nana.
oh, I love it. I feel like being polite and social graces is a thing of the past. It's like we've all forgotten how to just say please and thank you and be just kind to one another. So anyways, she was awesome. This is what she did, you guys. When you wait on the phone and you're a mom for an hour, I just had the music looping and I was like doing laundry. So an hour goes by, I think I'm gonna be waiting like 3 hours. So I like left my phone on the ironing board. I walked into the bedroom. I started talking to my husband and putting laundry away. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on hold with Disney. Like, I need to go check my phone. And I go and check my phone and she's just sitting there, you guys. She said to me, she was so sweet. She said to me, someone just commented, I'm not sure, I think that they're like sharing an audio track with us maybe, or a channel. Anyway, thank you, hi, thanks for being here. So this is what she said to me. She's like, when I picked up the line, that is so sad, and I agree with you. I don't think kindness is a weakness. I think it's the best kind of strength you can have, especially because of someone thinking that it's a chance to walk all over you, which is, I'm not gonna be unkind, but that's lame. Anyway, so when I said to her, I was like, had you already picked up? Were you just waiting for me? She said, you waited over an hour. The least I could do is wait for you. So she waited for a minute. She said, I heard children in the background, so I knew that you were probably just busy doing something and you would be back. You guys, I mean, like, my heart is exploding. I just assumed that she would have, like, someone would have hung up and I just have to wait another hour. Isn't that so kind? She's like, it's the least I could do. I'm like, you're an angel and you just made my day better. And I think it also shows that, like, customer service is not dead. Like, if you make that kind of impression on someone, I am gonna be so much more loyal, so much more likely to use your product or do whatever. So I just thought, I don't know, like, I'm getting chills. I thought she was super cool, she was super sweet. You just don't get that kind of service on the phone anymore. You guys know, like, it's gotten pretty bad. Yeah, they really do. Hi, Kate! They really do have the best customer service. So anyways, I waited about an hour. It wasn't horrible. I thought for sure it'd be like 3 or 4 hours. And I opted into the second option because I want to extend. I want all my days back. Like, to me, yes, it costs something, but I have like the pass that's the cheapest. So there's a lot of blackouts and restrictions. So it's the most affordable pass. I think it was $400 for the whole year. And I've already gone, I mean, you guys, I've gone like 15 days. So that's like more than paid for itself, because you figure one day with a family of 3, which is, my husband didn't get the pass because he's busy with work, but for a family of 3 for one day is $300. So like, I paid for it in the first couple days. it's still expensive because there's parking, there's food, there's, you know, your kids are gonna ask you for things. I usually say no toys, which really helps. I'm just like popcorn, a drink, maybe, they don't eat much, so it's like maybe a meal, so it's not horrible, but still, everything, you guys, it's, and then I end up buying things. Hello. Yeah, attention to detail is so amazing, and I'm a very visual person. I'm very detail oriented, so I really appreciate all the people that garden there and work there, and it's not just about the company, like they really have an amazing thing going. So anyways, so my whole thing is like, when is it gonna open up again? And I'm being really optimistic, but I think we're gonna at least see one of the parks open up by June. And my prediction is Florida, just because just today this news release came out. So it says Florida County, and I put the link, so if you guys want to see it yourselves. Florida County Task Force proposes Disney World, Universal, so also Universal Studios, I believe, open at their own discretion. So this was a news break today. Unlike Los Angeles, it's still pretty much everything is closed. I think it's through May 15th, and I don't know if they're gonna extend that. I hope they don't. I really don't. I hope they don't. But anyways, so basically Florida is saying, you're a corporation, you know your customers, you know what you need to do, the liability is on you. Now, I don't think Disney is gonna take that liability lightly. I think they're probably going to like really be thorough and ready when they open, and a lot of people are talking about like maybe they'll limit the number of people that can attend because that would make it safer. Maybe they're gonna have people stand however many feet apart in a line, which is like, I don't even know how they're gonna do that, but so maybe people will have to wear masks, maybe they'll have fever, you know, I guess okay, so Kate, we were talking about the fever. I was thinking it was gonna be like one of those ear things that they do at the doctor. Apparently they have wands that they can just like go over your forehead to check your fever. So like for me, I'm kind of independent. I don't like I hate that the airports changed after 9/11. I don't like the security checks. Like I think it's such a charade. I get that like it's trying to make everyone safer, but so, and it's true that the airports have been safer since they upped security, so I get it. So I don't love the idea of now like it just being protocol, like when we go to LAX or we go anywhere, like I don't even know how that's gonna work, because I feel like one of my kids always has a fever. I'm not canceling my travel plans, you know what I mean? So we'll see how they deal with it, but I would not be surprised if Disney isn't, maybe they'll even just like open up some shops and restaurants for the locals. I could see that. And the reason I could see that, and the reason I wanted to talk about Shanghai Disney, is because, and let me check, I'm looking at all these sites, and so I haven't been looking at the comments. Let me just make sure, yeah, no, okay, I'm caught up from the comments. I feel like if more people find this, I'll probably just like talk to you guys about whatever you want to talk about, but for now I'm like trying to keep it going. So anyways, I looked at Shanghai Disney, and it looks like they're opening certain restaurants, hotels, and shops on May 1st. So that's really promising. I feel like if they do it there May 1st and it works, they could be ready to do limited, you have a wand, Kate? Yes, so again, if you don't have a fever, you could totally be contagious. I think the fever check is just a layer of like, well, at least anyone with a fever, which we know is probably contagious, like more likely to be contagious. I think it's just a way to do preventative. It's not foolproof for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it helps. Like for example, Raleigh has type 1 diabetes, and like in preschool, when a parent would bring the kid like coughing with a fever, I was like, are you kidding me? Like I don't want her getting any kind of illness that would be really harmful because it's dangerous. So like I would get kind of upset, and I would just let her go because I want her to have fun. But I would like look at the kid, I'd be like to the mom, like, I think she has a fever, you know what I mean? So like we don't really know who's contagious or who's not, and I think that's what makes COVID-19 so dangerous, because apparently you can be contagious and completely symptomless. So I get that's why this one's like a scary virus. But anyways, yeah, so anyways, so with fevers, I feel like if you have a fever, you can kind of be like, you should be in bed, you know? However, when you're traveling, I mean, parents know, like, it's very common to be like, oh, well, you know, we're going to grandma's anyway, or whatever it is. So I think now they'll just be like, I guess a new awareness of if you have a fever or like, you know, your fluids coming out or you're coughing, that maybe you should just stay home for the sake of everyone. So maybe we'll end up in a healthier environment. I don't know. Who knows what's happening, you guys. But Shanghai is set to do like a limited operations May 1st. And I think, again, if that is successful, I think I could see I could see Florida doing a limited operations on June 1st. That's just my gut. Yeah, exactly. Like, as a mom, if you see a kid throwing up, like, they're definitely spreading their like, oh my gosh, that happened when, I think it was Easter, and like a kid threw up, and my kids were in the bounce house. The kid didn't throw up in a bounce house, but he threw up, bounce house, he threw up like outside the bounce house, and like Raleigh was 2, and like in the bounce house, and then sure enough, she's throwing up 2 days later. So yeah, like if you're throwing up, like, throw up is so disgusting. When my kids throw up, like I take out those like disinfectant wipes. It's the only time I use them. And I'm just wiping like all the handles, all the doorknobs, like everything, the toilet. I'm just like, no, not today. Yeah, right. Did Florida even close? Yeah, so Florida is totally shut down. And the thing is my husband thought that like Disneyland here would open first because it's a smaller operation. Like Florida is like a city. But so much of the local economy depends on that for the tax revenue. And so I think everyone there is really looking to open up as soon as they feel that they've got like a safe way to do it. So we'll see what happens. I would not be surprised if they open up first. And I think then Southern California, I could see it being like July 1st, and then they'll open the Marvel campus. This is my hope. This is kind of what I'm seeing. And I don't know about you guys, but one of the things I've noticed is things are opening up this week. Like not like public places, but we got a notification today from our dentist that we're overdue for a dental appointment. That means, yeah, so that means like the dentist office, they're like, okay, we're seeing people now. Like your dental health is still important. And yeah, so you're in Turkey, right? Are things opening up there? Yeah, no, and that's the thing is like at what point does mental health and like needing to go out and find work and pay for food and all of those things, at what point does that become more important than like, I get that we're in an effort to save lives and it seems like it's working, at least here in California, but at the same time, like there's a lot of lives in jeopardy by being shut down. Oh, that's cool. So they're starting to open up the malls, and do people feel it's safe? And are people going to them? That's the thing, is like here in Los Angeles, I feel like a lot of people, even if Disneyland opened up, I don't know how many people, so people don't feel it's safe. Interesting. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It's like, yeah, people are concerned. Yeah, so that's the thing. I think, and that was my prediction. So Disney has this new thing where you have to opt in for option 1 or option 2. You have to decide. Once you decide, she was really clear about this. She's like, if you extend your pass, you cannot reverse this extension. I was like, great, give me more days, you know? And I think it's their way of kind of testing the waters to see how many people are like, as soon as you open up, I'm back. Like, I miss it. I can't wait. I feel safe. I'll do whatever I need to do, protect myself, you know? And so it's interesting. I think, you know, a lot of this is also them gauging, like, do people feel safe? I know, right? Honestly, Kate, I think there's going to be such a pent-up demand, and I think they are going to limit the number of people that can come in. I bet it's crazier than ever. Like, that's my gut. My gut is that it'll be, like, super, super crowded, and they're going to have to do whatever they can to control those crowds. But then again, Kate, we're, like, the only ones that are like, okay, we're ready. Like, this is enough. We've been quarantined for 49 days. Like, I'm good, you know? Everyone's going crazy. So maybe there is, like, time will tell. In a way, I'm kind of like, okay, this is a way to like kind of keep interested in like what's actually going to happen, and I'm trying not to get too down about it. Never empty. And I feel like my husband had a good point. So Huntington Beach opened up their beach and it was really, really hot and it was so crowded. Now our governor is talking about shutting down the beaches throughout California because they just don't like seeing those big crowds. I personally really, really wanted to go to the beach, but I decided not to because I just thought, you know, it's gonna be crowded. I don't want to be a part of the problem. I'll just stay home. I can tough it out. Like I've had the beach my whole life. Like I can wait like another month or two. So I personally didn't go, but I completely understand why people would go and why they'd want to escape the heat. So I missed a couple comments, so let me go back here. Oh, so today is International Workers' Day. That's really interesting. You don't know if US is celebrating, but this is the first May. Everybody is in the house. Yeah, that's really interesting because I haven't heard anything about that. And quite frankly, I just feel like this conversation about COVID-19 is so one-sided. I just think we're just hearing about the cases and just all doom and gloom about COVID-19, but there really isn't an investigation into like the people that are really suffering because of this. And then let's see, Kate has some comments. I just think the concern was overflow of hospitals and we passed that. So yeah, sand and salt water are so good for the soul and immunity. I agree. Like I grew up Kate and I are from Santa Barbara. We grew up going to the beach. Santa Barbara never closed their beaches. They're a much smaller city. So I think everyone has been socially distant at the beach. Sun and salt is so good for you. I mean, I don't know, as long as you're not like going sick and touching everybody and like licking everybody, like I don't know, like I feel like before this happened, they're just like I was at California Adventure with my daughter, Disney California Adventure, and we went to the Frozen show and there was this family sitting like this close to us and the kids were eating popcorn and coughing like bad coughs. I mean, honestly, I thought, I'm like, this is the day we get COVID-19 because this was already happening. They look like they were there traveling from another country, just coughing up a storm, not covering their mouths. Their parents aren't doing anything. And my instinct, because I knew about COVID-19, was to move a few seats down, but I'm like, that's rude, don't do that, you're fine. But it's true, until this happened, like people would be coughing, sneezing, runny nose. I don't think many people even thought about it. So it's interesting how it's completely shifted how we feel about viruses. And I think it's a little dangerous because, by the way, after COVID-19, there's going to be another evolved cold virus. Like the cold virus has always been evolving and they've never found a vaccine for it. So not to be a downer here, but I mean, they might find treatments, but people sitting in their houses waiting for a vaccine, I think you may never get out of your house. So I feel like at what point do you say, okay, there is a certain amount of risk in life in almost everything we do, and I think you kind of have to keep living. Now, if you have a medical condition or you're elderly and you feel really that you need to be isolated right now, that I completely respect. Yeah, so my friend Kate said it's outdoors and UV light supposedly kills coronavirus. Yeah, so I don't know what the status is on the UV light killing coronavirus. Some people say that's true. Some people are saying that they don't know that anyway, so who knows? But I do think summer's almost here. I think coronavirus could become a problem in fall and winter again as it cools down, because that's just the natural cycle of a cold and flu season. So that is going to be hard. And that's also going to be interesting. Like, are the parks preparing for another pandemic like this? Are they going to stay open with new regulations, or are they going to have to shut down again? So I don't know if this is like the new normal, that we respond to cold and flu season by like shutting everything down. I'm as disoriented as you. Like, honestly, I feel like 2020 happened. I was just glad that everything didn't just explode. That was my reaction on the new year. I like clinked glasses with my husband and I was like, we're still here. So, I mean, I feel like, who knows? Yay for this amazing journey that is life on planet Earth, right, you guys? I don't know. Anyways, let me see. I had like some other things I wanted to talk about. So Universal Studios Hollywood, let's buy plague mask and wear in public. Yeah, so I think a lot of people, like, I don't really want to accept that wearing a mask is something that I'm going to have to do for a while, but I feel like I told my husband the other day, I'm like, maybe we need more than bandana mask. So far, I've just been doing the bandana mask and putting a paper towel in it to give myself some extra protection, but, you know, that's not super comfortable, and I'm finding that I'm actually allergic to polyester. So I'm getting like rashes on my face from the fabric. So I might have to find something that I can wear to Disneyland, and I'm gonna need to talk. My kids are like refusing to wear masks. They're just not having it. Renaissance, Reborn, that could be, yeah, I mean, if this is like the Dark Ages and then you get the Renaissance, I'm in. Like, that's one of my favorite time periods in history. Anyways, so I might have to like, yay, my mom's like, yes. I might have to get masks that the kids like, that are comfortable, because the reality is, if and when we go to Disneyland, we may be having to wear a mask. And I don't like that reality, but I'd rather go to the park in a mask than not go at all. But I do find that, like, I don't know, you guys, I'm really, maybe because I'm not 5, I feel like I'm resistant to all this reaction that we're having to a virus. So anyways, but I'm also trying to do my part, and I'm following the rules, but like I'm also like, okay guys, what's going on? Anyways, so Universal Studios right now, their statement is that they're closed through May 31st. They haven't said when they're opening, but their date is May 31st, and that makes me think the parks are really trying to shoot for a June 1st open. Like I really feel that's the target, and I hope that they can meet it. And then wait, something just oh, it's my mom's. Okay, and then what else? This coffee is really warm, so it's like, it's official. The Dalgona is really good, you guys. I'll be drinking this. Well, I need to watch. I will stay up all night if I drink coffee into the evening, but. Okay, what's happening with Knott's Berry Farm? Okay, so Kate, you don't have a Knott's Berry Farm pass. I don't have a Knott's Berry Farm pass. I'm tempted to buy one because what they're doing is they're extending all passes from this year. Oh, someone's saying Disneyland is more than an amusement park, right? In Turkey, we don't have something like this. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. I can't speak for every single park because I've only really gone to the park here in Anaheim, the original park, the Disneyland Resort. It's really special. Like, I could be at the park and not go on any rides and, you know, just soak in the atmosphere and the entertainment and just be in that space and be in like a blissful state, because it is just so beautiful and it has so much history, especially for me. I went as a kid with my family. We went about once a year, and there's just like, it's so rich with detail. And so for me, it is so much more than a park. Like if I were to go, like we have Six Flags, it's a lot more than rides. Yeah, so like Six Flags Magic Mountain, we have that here. It's not too far. And it's great. It's got like really big rides. It's more for like older kids and people that are into like thrill-seeking rides. But when I'm standing in a line for one of those rides, like I'm just kind of looking forward. Yes, I hope you can visit someday too, or that you'll get a Disneyland in Turkey. Like how amazing would that be? I mean, it could happen. Yeah, like I think I could see it really happening in some other places. Lincoln Speaks. Oh, my mom's saying Lincoln Speaks. It's one of the attractions when you first walk into Main Street. I haven't done that in so long. I feel like I'm going to want to do so many of those things that I just haven't done in years. There's just so much to do is the issue. But anyway, so when I'm in a line at Six Flags, I'm looking forward to going on the ride, but there's like nothing really happening around me that I'm like, I'm just loving this right now. When you're at Disneyland, even if you're in line for like a ride like Winnie the Pooh or anything, like they create a whole environment and you're immersed into that imaginary world. So it really ignites your imagination, and there's just so much to look at. And you like when you're in New Orleans Square, you think like there's a lot of history. There's just so much, you guys. You could sit on a park bench on Main Street, and I swear every 5 minutes there's like a parade, a character experience, like the Dapper Dans, or Alice just ran by. Like they have it so perfectly mapped out, a parade, that you could just stay in one place and things will just like happen that you're like, whoa, there's a marching band. Like it's just, they really know what they're doing, and I love it so much. I love the storytelling. I love the like dreaming. I love the magic. It's just all of it. Anyways, in fact, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Universal Studio does with Nintendo. Excuse me, Nintendo, because they're gonna do like a Mario Land or something like that. And I really hope they make it like that, where it's immersive and you feel like you're inside of a Nintendo, like your favorite Nintendo game. So I don't know, time will tell. I hope they get it right. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping it happens. I feel like it was supposed to happen in 2021. The architecture, now I have only seen pictures of Walt Disney World, but I personally, when I see the two, I think the architecture, oh cool, yeah, I think I saw some of those. There's an Imagineering story. There is so much stuff. Like we have been keeping busy just watching about like the Haunted Mansion. Like there's so much history and like, yeah, Imagineering and like all the science and the art that goes into, because it's really not about one person. It's not just Walt Disney. Like he had the vision, but then so many people, just brilliant, artistic and creative people then contributed to that vision and like brought their own unique sensibility. Oh, bye, Mom. Thanks for coming by. How is it? Yeah, so I think, oh, you're supposed to play it. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool Google logo. They do, I mean, everyone has to make an effort to engage people, right? You can't just assume that you have some loyal, that's the thing that internet has taught us. Like if someone else can do it better, faster, engage you more, like you've lost your audience really fast. So I think a lot of these companies that are doing really well, they adapt like really, really. Bye, Mom. Good luck with your taxes. I hope everyone got the refund. We did, so that's good. Okay, so Knott's Berry Farm, talked about that. Universal Studios, I think they're trying to open in June. Oh, and then CHEWIE mode. So my friend Kate and I, like, we keep saying like CHEWIE mode, like we've got to unlock CHEWIE mode, and I didn't really know what it was. I just like heard rumors about it, and okay, I misunderstood. I thought that CHEWIE got on the ride with you, but what actually happens is all 6, not passengers, your pilots, engineers, and gunners, shooters. Anyways, I can't remember what the third role is. I've only been on the ride once, you guys, because you know that whole thing where the park closed. Anyways, so all 6 of you have to do a very particular thing with your controls to unlock it. CHEWIE himself does not come on the ride. I actually misunderstood that. There's an Easter egg alternative soundtrack, and it's CHEWIE instead of what you normally hear. So it's CHEWIE like with his Wookiee cries the whole time as you like try to fly Millennium Falcon and like do it badly. So CHEWIE rides the ride with you, but it's not like a character comes out that was like standing in the wing. So it's just, you have an alternate Easter egg soundtrack, and it's the first time they've done an Easter egg, and it's been really popular. It'd be really cool if they start to do it on like other rides. I don't know when like the new Snow White is opening up, but it'd just be cool if they start to do more innovative things with more rides than just at Star Wars Galaxy Edge. And I feel like that was everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I really appreciate you coming by. I don't know, this coffee is really good. I don't know, I guess I'll just sit on YouTube and, yeah, I know, you're in Turkey, right? That's what I thought. Yeah, did I say something different? I thought that's what I said. Anyways, but yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you to everyone that's been watching the playback. A lot of people are coming back and watching the playback, so I really appreciate that. Again, I will have all of the timestamps in the description box, but it does take a couple days because the video has to process, and then I have to go through and like find all the timestamps, so I appreciate your patience. And I don't even know if anyone who's into Disney is finding my channel, besides Kate. I know you're into it. Kate, you guys, Kate is the reason that I have a pass, because she was like, I got a pass you should get a pass, the SoCal Select, and I thought about it and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a pass. So thank you for initiating me into this. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm kind of sad to end this because I look forward to it every week, but I feel like it's run its course. Oh, see you. Have a good day. And have a good night. I assume, is it morning there? I think it's morning. So thank you for coming by. Thank you everyone that keeps coming back to the video and hanging out and chatting. I really appreciate it. And go make yourself a Dalgona coffee. At first it sounded like something, Dalgona sounds like something that would be at Star Wars Galaxy Edge. So I love you, Kate. Thanks for, oh yeah, for initiating me. 2 a.m. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching. I keep trying to figure out like the best time to do my videos and I haven't quite figured that out, but as of now, this seems to work. I've already done all like my mom duties and it's not dark yet, so it's a little gloomy today, so it's like really dark in here, but thank you again. I'll see you guys later. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe and tap the bell, and I will see you next week on Thursday at 3:30 Pacific time here in Los Angeles. Bye. Yes, Vanessa, you keep celebrating your birthday too. And my heart goes out to everyone celebrating birthdays during quarantine. We're in this together. I had a birthday. My husband had a birthday. Kate, I love going with you too. I can't wait to go back. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be like, ah. Anyways, thanks you guys. Bye. Happy birthday, Vanessa. Bye.